guys, Beekeeper Chad here with New England Homesteaders. We're up at the cabin. Deb and I came up. Say hi, Deb.
Hi.
We came up to check out the bees. We brought the bees up on Wednesday night, and we had 4 hives. 2 of them went to Joe's house, and they went in so easy. They were nukes, which are basically little miniature hives with about 5 racks in them. And you just take the cover off and lift the 5 racks out and put them in the hive and close it up, and it took just minutes. Everything went well. Hardly any bees came out, and I was about ready to tell Joe, I got this, you can just stay here, but he was excited and came with me, and we came up here to the cabin, and the first hive went off no problem and got him in there real quick. And when I took the cover off of the second little nuke, they came out like banshees. There's 10,000 bees in there, and we were covered, and Joe got stung like 6 times, and I got stung through my jeans, and it was crazy. So Joe says, abort, abort. We covered the hive and came and got the smoker. This was about 10 o'clock at night, so they had settled down pretty much for the evening, but we came and got the smoker and went back over there, and they had settled down enough, and we got them in there. But we came back over to the garage and had bees all over us, and some of them got trapped on us and then stuck in the garage. And when we just got up here, there was actually about 10 of them casualties that got stuck here in the garage. So I was kind of sad about that, but I did find one that was sitting here in my bee clothes that was still alive, so I carried him over there to the hive, and we'll go see if he made his way in there. But so we're gonna go check on the hives. We're not gonna disturb them too much. We were concerned possibly that the second hive, that maybe the queen got stuck in the top, because a whole bunch of them didn't come out of the box, and we had to take the cover off after we had set it up and dump a bunch of the bees down into that super, I guess it's the honey super above the queen excluder that keeps the queen down in the bottom, where the in the brood box they call that. So it looks like there's a lot of activity. We were over here a few minutes ago, and there's a lot of activity coming and going, so it seems to be doing okay. So here's our 2 setups. So we've got our 2 feeders that we set up. There's a little bee underneath the feeder there. He might be that one that was the little straggler that was stuck in the garage for a couple days. We'll see if he makes his way up into the hive. Looks like they're checking him out. He might be from the adjacent hive. He might be from the one over there, but I don't know how much they would normally drink. This is the sugar syrup that we made up, and it's just been here for 2 days, and doesn't look like there's a whole lot missing. And with this much activity, it looks like, ooh, I can see one going in there that's got tons of pollen on his legs. That's pretty cool, Deb. Did you see him?
No, I'm not that close.
Okay. Oh, here's another one coming in. Wow, yeah, loaded with pollen. So about probably a mile through the woods that way, there's about 4 or 5 acres of farm fields, and I think they're probably able to get a decent amount of food over there, and so they can travel 3 to 4 miles. So I'm not sure what's in the area, but for just being here a couple of days, there's a lot of activity coming and going, and a lot of those bees coming back are loaded with pollen there. I just saw another one that landed. Let's see if we can. There's a lot more activity, seems, in that left hive than the right one. The right one is the one that get that to focus. The right one is the one that came out like the screaming banshees, and we're just absolutely going crazy. So I'm not going to really disturb the hives. We're just going to take the cover off and look down in that top box to see how they're doing. Another video that I'd watched showed, to clear all this debris and leaves away from the base and put diatomaceous earth all down there that'll help kill beetles and bugs that would be climbing up in there. So, oh, look at all the ants. Definitely got to get rid of the ants.
Yeah.
Unless maybe the diatomaceous earth helps with that. Oh, this is already stuck on there.
Hello.
Well, I can see probably 20 or 30 bees that are actively crawling around and doing stuff in this upper section. There's 5 empty racks in the bottom, and the 5 that we got were not totally full either, so there's definitely lots of room for them to do stuff down in the bottom as well. What the?
Is that ants?
That's ants.
Oh no, let me see.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's horrible.
Hundreds of ants. Maybe thousands.
Oh no.
Right, so same in this one. Although there's more in the top in this one. Maybe 40. You see down in there? The other thing, we've got those trays down in the bottom, and we need to put some Vaseline or something in there. And that's a trap for the mites when the mites hatch and drop out, and then they get stuck down in the Vaseline so that they can't go back up.
Oh no.
So, two dead bees,
How
but
can you tell what the queen
like what all this stuff is hard to say. And that could be those mites. I don't know.
No.
So you need to get the Vaseline in there.
Okay.
And it was a problem with this one because we've got this different top on there, so we're actually going to have to lift off those 2 boxes to get that one out of there. And I need to put like some 2x4 support underneath there so that it'll slide in and out. Just a brick. Alright, so that's it for day 2. Day 3, we'll keep you updated.